Well, we have another chilly afternoon ahead of us, but warmer temperatures are on the way for at least one day before we have another major cool down after that. So today, expect temperatures again well below average for the most part in the low 20s and the teens, 22 for your high in La Crosse, 19 in Eau Claire. As we head into the later afternoon, again, we're tracking some light snow continuing to pass through, although not really seeing any accumulation with that. Once we go later into tonight, we'll start to see some additional snowfall moving in. Again, very light snow reaching into the area around 8 o'clock tonight. It'll be moving pretty quickly, and we should already be dry behind that snow by the early morning tomorrow. For amounts, maybe expect an inch at the most. Otherwise, we're not expecting a whole lot of significant snowfall with this system. That'll come likely tomorrow. Another thing to note is that we have winds blowing out of the south, and we'll actually have a little bit of a warm front passing through by the early morning for tomorrow. So temperatures when we wake up in the morning actually not looking too bad. Going to be getting closer to near freezing for much of the area by the morning hours, and those temperatures are really what's going to be causing the issues for tomorrow. So again, the snow going into tonight, 1 to really not looking at anything more than that, especially, or maybe if you get further north of I-94, we're going to be on the lower end of these ranges, mainly for folks north of I-90, expecting about a half to 1 inch at the most for tonight. And then all attention moves towards tomorrow. We have a little bit of a break from the precipitation when we go into tomorrow morning, but then after the noon hour, we'll start to see some more wetter weather moving in, and it'll likely last into Wednesday morning. As far as what we're expecting, mainly the travel conditions, especially because this event will be ongoing during tomorrow's evening commute, and some areas could be seeing some significant snowfall. What we're expecting is around 2 to 7 inches, but the highest of that is going to be well north of I-94 and into northern Wisconsin. We could see some slick spots forming on the roadways as well, because again, the temperatures are going to really be teetering near freezing, so we could start to see some light ice accumulations on the roadways. Really, if you're north of I-94, expect this to be mainly a snow event. Areas between the two interstates, between I-94 and I-90, we're going to see a little bit of a mix of both snow and rain, and south of I-90 can expect for the most part just some showers moving through. So let's track it all out again. Most likely seeing a lot of this moving in by tomorrow early afternoon. Most of us will be starting as snow, but take a look at the temperatures south of I-94. That's where we're going to be teetering on the lines between freezing and above. Right now, it's leaning towards above freezing as we go into the later evening hours. So that's when we can start to see a little bit of a mix and rain moving in, mainly south of I-94, Eau Claire and northward. It's looking like we're going to be staying below freezing for the entirety of the day, making it stay as snow all day long. Once we get later into the evening, we'll start to see it dry out briefly, but again, we could start to see a little bit more mix, mainly south of I-94. Again, still staying as snow to the north. By Wednesday morning, we'll still have some light scattered flurries within the area, but overall nothing too impactful as far as snowfall goes. It will be quite windy Wednesday morning though, so we could start to see some of that fresh snow blowing around a little bit. As far as snowfall amounts go, south of I-90, we're looking at about a trace to an inch because we'll see mostly rain there. North of I-90 is where we're really going to see the accumulations, and again, closer to Eau Claire and northward, we're expecting about 3 to 6 inches, with the highest amounts further north of Rusk County. As far as the rest of the week goes then, it's really just going to be that fall in temperatures. By this weekend, we'll likely see a couple more nights where we get well below zero again. So take in that 30 while we have it.
Yeah.
It's not here for more than a day.
Winter is coming in with full force this
Unfortunately,
year.
yes.
All right, we got to get ready. Thanks for that, Nicole.